And we're back, and I'm with Jeff Potter, who is the president of the AIA. And I hope he wasn't in the audience when I was just speaking to my the last guest when we were talking about the AIA, the Young Architects Forum, and we were talking about different initiatives that they're taking. I'm just kidding. They're doing some really neat things, and they said the AIA has been very supportive of them. So, well, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks.
So, thank you. This has been amazing. I mean, this is really your capstone event, and how's it been going so far?
I'm very pleased. We have put an enormous amount of work into not just the convention in terms of the choreography and programming, but just the overall attendee experience, so that it's that little extra piece that's more than continuing education or more than a tour, but just that sort of intangible piece that really makes it a special event.
No, I agree with that. I think that the feedback that I've gotten from my friends who are very honest with me, that say that I'm terrible on camera, but the event has been fantastic, so they're very honest. No, they've really enjoyed the event as well, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So, you've been now the president for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 months is a good time to ask, how has the first 6 months gone for you?
I'm very pleased. It's been to use kind of a contemporary slang, it's just been epic. Of course we have our problems. We're still dealing with a bruised profession in a damaged economy, and we have a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
But the opportunities that I've had and the initiatives that we've begun, and what I believe is sort of the parting of the clouds and the sun coming out on business and practice, I think, are
Mm-hmm.
really great opportunities for us. My big initiatives this year have been primarily two things. I've been working for several years. My background is in architectural journalism. Outside of
is that right?
Outside of practice, really. I'm a public school designer on
I see.
my day job. But I was involved with Texas Architect magazine for many years.
I see.
So I'm very interested in how the public understands what we do. And I've been involved in a number of projects that the AIA's had, specifically our old advertising program that we had up until about 2007. And I know that the members very much valued that, and they're very concerned about how the public views the practice of architecture and the profession now.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the projects that our new CEO, Robert and Ivy, and I have envisioned is a repositioning project. We have a consulting firm in New York that is taking a professional and hard look at not only the inside of AI, what we have to say about ourselves, but the outside, what others have to say about us. And it's going to inform really how we present ourselves in the future. It's not just a rebranding exercise, but it's a way, it'll inform how we communicate with others. And it's my hope that the public will get some really clear insights into how we might be more valuable to the public. And right now our preliminary findings indicate that the public thinks we talk too much in jargon, we're too much about process and
Right.
stuff that we understand, a language that we understand. They just want to know that we're passionate, creative people that make their lives better. And I think it's a simple message that we'll be very successful with. You just interviewed the Young Architects Forum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm spending a substantial amount of time, and the time of my board of directors this year, trying to come up with, grasp not only the low-hanging fruit, but the long-term investments that we can make to engage with emerging professionals, students, architects in the IDP, architects to be in the IDP process, and young architects, so that they find a home at AA, find something worthwhile, and make the lifelong connection that those of us like me have done. The average age in the Institute is 52, and if you look at the demographics, we're getting a little bit older, and it's absolutely crucial that we find a way to engage with our younger professionals.
That's amazing. I mean, I've spoken to Robert Ivy about this issue you're talking about, coming from Architectural Record, and I didn't realize that you were also coming from that background in journalism, and the idea being that to try to make the public more aware of what architects are doing or what we do. And I think that's fantastic. So
Right.
it's been it's a teaser though. What is the initiative, or what are the initiatives?
Well, we
in your
don't
mind?
know. We don't know yet, honestly. We're in a 2012 will be our research period.
Mm-hmm.
We've already got, I believe, over 10,000 data points. In other words, 10,000 responses. We've interviewed a huge number of people. There are an enormous number of people being interviewed here today, and those responses will be compiled into, synthesized into hopefully the simplest understanding that we can make. And then we have another firm that's in association is the design firm that will actually, the communication arts firm that will actually take that and run forward with it. So I can't say where we're going, but we're getting a great information back, and I hope that the results will be just a wind of fresh air across the profession. So.
No, that's fantastic because. I talk to other friends, other architects. They often ask questions like, "What can the AI do for us, and how can they help to get to make the public more aware of what we're doing?" And it sounds like you're exactly sort of on that button and now trying to figure out exactly how best to do that,
sure.
which is great.
My age group is sociologists have parsed up the culture into 13 different groups.
Okay.
And I'm a baby boomer from the mid-50s.
Okay.
And we're characterized by a commitment to mission, whereas today's 25, 28, 29-year-old they're characterized by a commitment to community, which is a great thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
We just have to figure out how to facilitate that, how to somehow make that worthwhile. I don't know whether it's more emphasis on social media or relationships or what that is. And, of course, things will change. 5 years from now, it'll probably be something different. But we just want to be aware. We don't want to be stuck in the past, and want to be forward-looking.
One thing I really appreciated about your position is that when you undertake a big project like this, there are many decision makers. Your board is large.
Huge,
yeah, it's large. It means that your conference calls are substantial, and your job is not as easy as other jobs. Is that right?
Well, I enjoy it. I consider myself to be a shepherd of this group because it's very democratic. You can say it's big, but if it's one thing AIA is it the reason that we can get this many people in a room is because so many people have buy-in. So many people have a local connection, or a state connection, or a regional connection. This is not an abstract group of people in Washington that are making decisions for us. You have a governance contact all the way to me. So when I'm in the room with those board members, it's I consider that to be a trust that I really try to work with and be honest with as best I can. And I think I have their trust right now. So we're actually moving in a very efficient manner, I think.
No, that's terrific.
It is a big board. It's a legislature.
It is. Coming into Washington, I'm struck by the activity. I mean, I'm staying at the Renaissance, and there is cranes everywhere I can look. And apparently that one building they're working 24 hours apparently because I can't sleep because they're boom, 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 boom. But the larger point is that there seems to be this optimism. I mean, I look across this city, and it is booming. And so for architects coming across the country, coming here and saying, wow, it feels, maybe we're back on. Maybe we're moving in the right direction again. Do you feel that beyond D.C.?
Well, I think the D.C. area is perhaps a little anomalous in that it is the market here seems to really be rocking. This may be the most robust marketplace in the United States, but I know I live in Texas, and Texas didn't suffer as bad as other places where things went down,
yeah.
But I think we're starting to turn the corner and come back. Probably not as robustly as what we see here, but yes, this is it's going on here, right. And that's great. I hope our emerging professionals who've had difficulty finding a job or keeping a job in this environment maybe can relocate into this area and have not only the benefit of a construction industry that's robust, but a very advanced design industry. This is a very green city, and it's also one of the most wonderful cultural places in the world. I felt very fortunate to be able to hold a convention here, so really lucky.
Well, with that, I mean, thank you so much. Congratulations on an amazing convention. It's been fantastic. I think that others all agree. Thank you again for joining us.
Well, the thanks go to the right now 17,500 people who've invested in this convention and the AIA. So thanks to them. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.